digital radio, on the app, on your smartphone, on X, YouTube, and Facebook. The Sportscast. Expect the unexpected.
The Donut Bag presented by The Sportscast.
The Donut Bag, hosted by Joey Bag of Donuts. And here's your host, Joey Bag of Donuts.
Try this again. I know. How can you not dance? There's music. How can you not dance? Okay. Anyway, bonjour. Oh, the mustache is already falling off. This is not working. Oh well. Bonjour. Okay. Yeah, the mustache is gone. Anyway.
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
I don't know. I don't know any other French. So, oui. That's about it. And croissant.
There you go. Hey.
And that's it. Anyway, welcome to the Donut Bag Podcast, part of the podcast network. Sportscast network. I'm sorry. I am wearing a French beret and a terrible fake French mustache because the Steelers are going to France.
Ooh la la!
Ooh la la! Oui oui!
La la! Oui oui!
But before we talk about that, we need to talk about the big news. Aaron Rodgers has signed. Our long national nightmare is over. There will be peace and prosperity through the land now. He has finally signed with the Steelers. Now,
Never saw it coming. I'm telling you.
We never saw it coming.
Oh.
Who saw this coming besides us for the last 3 or 4 months?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
The talk about whether he was going to come or whatever was so annoying because we knew it was going to happen. Like it's what he does. He doesn't want to work in the spring. It's that simple, people. He doesn't. He's fine working in the summer and the fall and the winter. He doesn't want to work in the spring. I get it, man.
Season. It's ayahuasca season after the Steelers, lost in the wild card. He was like, I'm going to the mountains.
Exactly.
Like mushrooms or whatever the ayahuasca is.
Right. When he's in, he's all in. Good. Yeah. No complaints. He's not all in yet. That's all. And so, but now
he's all in now, right? He showed up to OTAs. He had a physical. He ran around and did some things before OTA started, and I think he ate some ice cream. Prior.
Okay. He ate some ice cream. Literally down the road from me. I am so upset. I don't even remember what I was doing Friday night. But when I heard he was at Cool Cones in North Park, is right down the road from me. I go there all the time. I get a large chocolate cone with sprinkles. They know me there. I could have seen Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I'm so annoyed. Anyway. So he is back. And the talk that has been going on about Aaron Rodgers is a good portion of the Steeler fans don't want him. They don't want him to sign. And it's like 50-50. I put out a poll and it was, I said, are you happy that Aaron Rodgers is back? It was 51% said yes. 49% said no. Is this what you're hearing too? That like people are just mad that they signed him?
Yeah, it definitely seems very mixed. It just, to me, it's like, why? Like, it doesn't matter. What else? Are we gonna start? Well, like, I would have been like, honestly, in the off chance that he wasn't going to sign, the draft had already come and gone. We weren't in any position to draft anybody high, right?
There was nobody high to get.
No, right. There wasn't anybody. So I was like, well, I would have been okay with them rolling out Will Howard because it doesn't matter, right? We're not going to the Super Bowl this year, Aaron Rodgers or not, right? We're not going to the Super Bowl. So why not? Not that I'm saying let's start the season wanting to get like a top 5 pick in the 2027 NFL draft, but would it have been the worst thing in the world if we rolled out Will Howard and we went 6-10 and had maybe a top 10 pick? next season. Next draft. I would have been okay with that, honestly. And plus, I think that a lot of people want to see, Will Howard. I think we're all intrigued. I think even Drew Aller, right? A lot of people in Pennsylvania already know what he's like, fortunately or unfortunately. But what I'm hearing is that I think one of the Penn State coordinators, maybe the coach, I don't know, he came out and said, their offense was not designed for Drew Aller. And that he has the tools and the talent if he's given the proper development, proper coaching, proper, welcome to the NFL type situation. And I think who better than Mike McCarthy, before he dies, right? Develop Drew Aller, maybe even some Will Howard, and see, what we have. Because, Mason Rudolph, I'm sure you heard he was QB3. In the first day of OTAs. It's May. Let's not get excited. However, I do sort of feel like, I'm going all over the place here, but I feel like McCarthy probably isn't fond of Rudolph, because he's an older guy. He already knows what he can do and what he can't do. Will and Drew are the young pups who are moldable. And I think that's, what McCarthy wants ultimately.
Here's my thing. And I think that's what a lot of the fans that are not happy about this, they're saying, what are we doing this for? Why? So we could go 9-8 like we do every other freaking year? I get that. I'm not happy that Aaron Rodgers, a 42-year-old guy, is our best option. But he is the best option. And you never know. Yeah. They went 10-7 last year. They have a better team this year. You look at almost every single position group, they're either the same or better. Let's see what happens. It's a new system. If it was Aaron Rodgers coming back under Mike Tomlin, I totally get it. It's like, oh my God, the same exact freaking thing year after year after year. I get that. But this is the same guy coming back under a whole new coach, a coach that he knows extremely well, and an offensive, supposed to be an offensive coach with a better offensive system, with better weapons. Let's see what that's like.
Yeah.
And the people say, well, why don't we just play Will Howard or Drew Aller or whatever? Because they're not ready.
Right. No, they're not. They're not.
Will Howard has not even played one snap of a preseason game.
No.
And putting them out there would do them harm. They would do the Steelers harm. Yeah, okay, you get your 4-13 season, and you get the draft in the top 5 or whatever. Ooh, we get the cosplay being the Browns. Ooh, that's okay. I don't want to lose. If it happens, it happens. But I don't want to lose. And it seems like people are fine with losing, and I'm not.
I would be okay just losing just this season. You know what I mean? Just to get it's a quarterback like a heaven of quarterbacks. Apparently, right? In theory, yeah. I do want to say in theory.
Last year was the 2026 was supposed to be quarterback heaven, and let's see what happened.
Right. So it's on paper, one of the best quarterback drafts in decades. So, hey, you know what I mean? And if that's the case, maybe if we draft it, 15 to 20, maybe we'll still get one. You know what I mean? But, we won't be able to get Arch. And that's all that matters.
That's okay. There might be other good quarterbacks out there. The Steelers in 2004 didn't get the number 1 guy. They settled on Ben Roethlisberger, and that turned out okay. Yeah. And they bought him with the 11th overall pick. So even if the Steelers draft 20th like they do every single year, they could trade up to 10 or whatever to get that quarterback. It's, I don't care how many, and at that point, if there's a quarterback they really like, they'll trade.
Oh, they will, yeah.
They'll trade through the moon for that quarterback. So, yeah. But that's it just stinks because they position themselves so well to be draft the quarterback of the future this year, and it just didn't happen. So now we gotta wait. But this whole tanking thing, tanking ain't the answer, folks. If it happens, it happens. If Rodgers gets hurt, they're gonna go like 6-11 or whatever.
Yes.
But tanking, there are teams that are professionals at tanking. The Jets, the Browns, the Raiders. They do it every year. They're very good at losing. They are pros at losing. Steelers are amateurs at losing. They kind of suck at losing. They win more than they lose every year. So you're even if you tank, you're not going to get like the top pick or whatever. So
right.
Whatever. Hey, if anybody, I've been getting into it with a lot of people online. Hey, if anybody wants to talk, comment, go on YouTube or I think possibly Twitter. You could also comment. Let's bring them on. Yeah, I'm happy to have a discussion. But we are pretty far divided. We're basically divided 50-50 on this. And we'll see what happens. But he is here. Now, the big question is, what is going to happen? You got 4 quarterbacks. You got Rodgers. Rodgers is not going to do a dang thing now in OTAs and minicamp. He's not going to do anything. But come training camp, that dude shows up for training camp. And he is very active. And that's going to be a problem for not so much for Mason, but for Drew Aller and Will Howard. So that's going to be interesting how that all works out. But you think they're going to keep 4 quarterbacks? Do you think they're going to trade someone? Do you think they're going to cut someone? Who would they cut if they cut someone? How do you think this is all going to shake out?
My feeling is that they won't go. Are you talking about going into training camp or going into the season with 4?
Let's say week 1 of the season. Okay. Who will be the quarterbacks on the roster?
Yeah. I feel like, it would be nice to trade Mason Rudolph, but he doesn't have any value, right? Like he has 0 value at this moment, right? Like if somebody's starter went down, you know what I mean? Then he would have value only because, he had that season where he started in Tennessee. I feel like if anybody's out, to me anyway, it's Mason Rudolph. I know there's some pundits saying Drew Aller, some are saying Will Howard. To me, only because it's Mike McCarthy, right? And because we know of his history with grooming, I don't know if that's the right word, with developing young quarterbacks. I feel like it's just like he's going to be a kid on Christmas with Will Howard and Drew Aller. And again, like I said earlier, I didn't even know these topics. It makes sense because that's, the topics of the day, but I got ahead of myself.
We rehearsed for hours.
Right. Yeah. Right. When I'd said, I talked about Rudolph, them releasing him. And I think that may be what happens because it's like, but then again, you think about the fact that, Rodgers is going to be like 72, in December. The chances of him staying healthy for all 17 games are probably slim to none. Although last year he only missed 1 game. So there's that. Then what happens, right? It's like, is Will Howard your number 2? And then you have a guy with no experience starting for you, which could lead to our whole, like, okay, then we could be okay with tanking. You know what I mean? But is that the risk they're going to take? I don't know. I'd be fine if that happened, but I don't, my gut tells me Rudolph will not be on this roster by, come week 1.
I can see that. I see 2 scenarios playing out. One is, Mason stays and they keep all 4.
Right.
And the way you keep all 4 is obviously you keep 3 in the roster and then one of them gets hurt. Right. So Drew Aller may have to fall down the steps. Yeah.
Or McCarthy could like push him
or something like that. when they're at the buffet, when they're eating, and you just push them, if Drew Aller gets like the last slice of pizza or something like that, and Mark McCarthy gets mad and like pushes him and like glass breaks over his hand or something like that, and he gets something like that. I mean, there could be some mystery injury or something. I think that's what happened last year with Skylar Thompson.
Howard, maybe he took the last slice. Although Mike Tomlin probably doesn't care about pizza.
No, he doesn't care about that. But I see that scenario playing out. I also see a scenario playing out where Will Howard looks so good in training camp and preseason. It's like, okay, we feel confident he's our number 2. Mason, we'll see ya. Like you said, either he gets traded or released. I see another scenario playing out. Well, Will Howard sucks, and they realize, you know what, we don't got anything with this guy, and they just release him or try to put him on the practice squad or something like that.
Yeah.
So that, I guess, could happen too. But I think the most likely thing is they keep all of them, and then because Drew Aller is nowhere near ready. He's just he's a project, and he's at least a year away. So
and they knew that.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
that's the whole point of him is, literally, I think they're teaching him how to crawl and stuff right now. I don't think he's at the walking stage right now. It's like,
Gaga.
Yeah, exactly. Like guys, I know my ABCs. What's going on here? So, did anything else happen at OTAs? I guess Fautanu is at left tackle or something like that. Or I don't know. I don't think anything else. I mean, it's just
it's one, right?
We can't read too much into it, but what's going to happen is
we're gonna read too much into it.
Yeah, then we're gonna read way too much into it.
Way too much. Everybody, all Pittsburgh media, all of the national media is gonna read way too much into every team's OTAs, right? Because it's like that's the only thing happening right now. We have to overreact. We have to create drama. We have to pull things out of the sky that aren't really there, just because we got to keep the
because I mean that's what this whole Aaron Rodgers drama was for the last few months. It was just there was nothing there, but we had to make drama because we need something to talk about. So Thank you, Aaron Rodgers, for giving us something to talk about for the last 3 months, because otherwise it would be who's the backup left guard or something like that.
Right.
So, but I think the thing that's going to be watched so closely is anytime Will Howard or Drew Aller do anything, it's going to be, we're going to see things like Drew Aller was 7 of 8 in OTAs today, and for 123 yards. Like, what are we doing? We're taking stats on this, but people are going to take stats on OTAs. They're going to take stats on training camp. There's going to be a tail of the tape. They're going to be like, oh, look at this comparison. Look how they did, as if any of that freaking matters.
Right. Yeah.
But let's give them something to talk about. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Bonnie Ray.
I was waiting to turn it up when the chorus came, but I already gave it away. So. And I was a little late anyway. So
my superpower is recognizing songs. So I'm the best at name that tune. But
that's awesome. But you're right. We're gonna pick apart OTAs, and Steelers Depot is gonna stat the shit out of every single move, and we're gonna love it. We're gonna eat it all up, and it gets us through, right? It gets the hardcore football fans who actually care about football this time of year something to talk about.
I've been lucky to be able to go to training camp for the last 10 years now. And when it was I went during the heyday of Ben and AB and Le'Veon Bell, and that was glorious. It's just Ben throwing bombs to Antonio Brown and him making amazing catches, and going to training camp was the greatest thing ever. And then you had to sit through everything after Ben Roethlisberger. But this year it's going to be all those Yinzers are going to have their notepads, and just is I see Drew Aller, he chews his gum this way. I think he's going to be the guy. So it's going to be really interesting, and it's just going to be interesting because it's a whole new coaching staff and and all that stuff. So it's going to be a very interesting training camp. And yes, all the websites are going to be blogging the crap out of this stuff, and this is just going to be funny, but it's going to be it'll be something to look forward to.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's a whole new, it's going to be a whole new, man, it's going to be so weird, right? Watching games this season, like the first couple games, anytime they show Mike McCarthy, I'm just going to be like wigged out. And I'm like, what is going on right now? Like, even though we've known, you know what I mean? By the time September rolls around, he'll have been the head coach for like 8 months.
I'm just so used to seeing him in like Green Bay gear.
Right,
I didn't even really see him when he was with the Cowboys, but it's just like the first time I see him in like a Steelers shirt or something like that, I'm like, is this real?
Right.
Is this real life? Is this Pittsburgh dude was coaching the Pittsburgh team? Like, it's just like a dream or something like that. Like, did you see that the Steelers schedule a release video?
I did, yeah.
That was cute.
It was.
I usually hate the Steelers. The Steelers usually do like a crappy job compared to the other teams, but the whole Yinzer aspect was really cute. They had Mike McCarthy out there with parking chairs, reserving spaces. That's perfect. But
yeah, they actually did a good. You're right, because usually in the past it's been kind of like very kind of lame, but I think they did a better job this year with it, so that's good.
All right, so let's look at the schedule. Let's just quickly go game by game. It seems like the schedule is somewhat easier in the beginning, and then at the end it gets toward the end it gets tough. So, we'll see. All right. So week 1 they actually start at home, which is nice.
Right. Yeah, it's been like forever, right? I feel like
it's been a long time. Yeah. The last time they started at home was Kenny Pickett's first or second year and they thought Kenny Pickett would be good. So it was against the 49ers. They're like, oh, we're gonna kill the 49ers, and they came in here and just stomped us. Not only did they stomp us, but like 75% of the crowd was 49ers fans. It was really weird.
So weird.
It was weird. I think I was at that game. It was just not fun. But anyway, this week, this year, whoops, what did I just do? Against Atlanta.
My Falcon.
Home game. That's a Dirty Bird. Yeah. I'm thinking win. What do you think?
I'm thinking win. Yeah. I don't think there's really anything else to say except
I don't think Atlanta's any good. I mean,
no.
Their big acquisition was Tua. That's sad.
Oh, God. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Totally.
Week 2 at New England. I'm thinking this is a win because I think New England is going to be a mess because their coaches, who knows who their coach is going to be.
And his Diana Rossini? Scandal? Like, wow.
That, and it gets weirder by the day. And
I feel like it's going to be a lot. Just because their defense is so tough, right? Defense is so tough. It's in Foxborough. You know what I mean? That's why
I understand, but it's not. This isn't Bill Belichick's Foxborough. This is
Mike Vrabel's.
This is Mike Vrabel. Yeah. This isn't, we're gonna cheat and we're gonna put microphones everywhere. He got other things to worry about.
Vrabel cheats. It's just in a different way, right? I mean, come on.
Greg Hook says there's no reason to keep Rudolph. If Rodgers misses multiple games, Mason is going to win them anyway. That's the way we see young guys have. Yeah, maybe they'll. I don't know. I think it all depends on Will Howard. If Will Howard progresses, then Mason's gone. If Will Howard, they don't think Will Howard's ready, then they're going to have to keep Mason. I think that's basically how that goes.
Yeah, thanks, Greg, for commenting. I wonder if he's like related to Chris Hoke.
Hokie. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Week 3, Cincinnati at home. The Bengals are always a mess. And I know Joe Burrow kind of owns the Steelers, but the Bengals are always a mess. So I'm going to say this is a win. What do you think?
I'm gonna say it's a loss only because Joe Burrow is gonna be playing. Like he probably like the next week he'll get injured, but week 3, week 3 is early.
The annual Joe Burrow injury is scheduled for week 4 this year.
Right, week 4. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's gonna be a loss. It's gonna be a loss.
It's just crazy concept that maybe you should, I don't know, get a good offensive line for your franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
But hey, what do we know?
Who would do that? To protect their quarterback? What?
Yeah. Week 4, a Thursday night game at Cleveland. I like this because it's early in the season. It's still warm. We don't have to worry about snow or anything like that. So I'm going to say this is a win.
Okay.
What do you think?
Gosh, if I say loss, isn't that going to be like 4 in a row or something?
If you say loss, it'll be 3 in a row, yes.
I sort of feel like, I think it might be, only because Cleveland, their defense is tough. Although, I will say, different Jim Schwartz, right? They've been a top defensive pass.
Yep.
He's gone. He said, up yours, when they passed him over for Todd Monken for the head coach position. So, but they still have Myles Garrett and like the defensive rookie of the year. And
when your quarterback battle is Deshaun Watson versus Shador Sanders,
yeah.
I don't see a lot of wins coming from that team. I keep hearing, but they draft so well. They have piles of feces for quarterback. Come on, people.
They do. You're right.
This is.
Yeah. I mean, my gut's telling me loss. I'm just gonna roll with loss.
Okay. Week 5, October 11th at home 1:00 against the Colts. This could be interesting, but I'm thinking win.
I'm thinking so. Who's their? Is Daniel Jones? Like he's still their core. Like
Daniel Jones probably will be back by then. Probably.
I don't know. I'm gonna say win. Just because if I don't, it's going to be
because they can't lose every game.
Exactly. Yeah, they can't. I'm going to say win. Yeah. Even though Indy, though, I feel like
Indy always plays them tough, but it is in Pittsburgh. So if it was in Indy, forget about it. That's a win. That's a win for Indy. But I think because it's at home, Steelers will be okay.
This one's going to be a good one. This is in my hometown.
You got to go, right?
I am unemployed. And tickets are very expensive already, right?
Maybe by October you'll be employed. I don't know.
Hopefully. If the Bucks, a good friend of mine said, if the Bucks end up like being really bad, tickets may be affordable. Even though I still feel like Bucks fans, because there's a lot of Steelers fans. It's a melting pot here in Tampa, right? There's fans of teams from everywhere. And
because it's Florida and because there's so many
Florida.
snowbirds.
Yeah, nobody's native to Florida, right? So, it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a win for Pittsburgh. That's my
interesting.
There's
going
to be a lot. It's going to be. I feel like it's going to be like a Steelers home game.
I see. Interesting. Yeah. People can make a whole weekend of it because it's a Sunday 1:00 game. It's not like it's a freaking Monday night game or something.
Florida, like so it's like,
Well, what's Florida like in what's Florida like in October? Still warm, right?
It's so perfect. It's like it is hurricane season. So but if it's not hurricaning, it's lovely.
It's lovely when the building doesn't fall on top of you. It's
right,
great.
Yeah.
I have family in Fort Myers, and they're still recovering from the big hurricane from a couple of years ago. So I know that all too well. Okay, then week 7, October 25th versus New Orleans in France.
I was like, no France. It took me a minute. I was like, no France. What is this?
New Orleans.
Did Donald Trump say that France can't be called France? And
No,
it's no
France. they're freedom fries, but the country is still called France. No, it's New Orleans in France. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, it's just so, it stinks because you only go, if it's the other conference, you only see each other like once every 8 years.
Right.
So this was like the Steelers' only chance to go in New Orleans. And a lot of people said, oh, good, we're playing New Orleans. I'm going to schedule a trip to go to New Orleans and stuff. So that kind of stinks. And now you got, I know friends that scheduled a trip to New Orleans, and Kansas City's like, okay, we're like the day, even before it was officially announced, like, okay, I got my plane ticket to France. Like,
yeah.
Cool.
Right.
I think this is a win just because when it's in Europe, when it's those European games, there's no home field. In fact, the Steelers will probably have a home field advantage. I don't, this is the first time that they're ever in France. So I could see a lot of the Irish Steelers fans and stuff, coming over. So I think it'll actually be an advantage for the Steelers. So I'm going to say win.
Yeah. I don't know about the number of Saints fans in France, but New Orleans is like French, whatever.
Right.
French. It's French-like in New Orleans.
Yeah.
However, I still feel like it's going to be a win.
Yeah. Week 8, and then the thing that stinks is there's no bye, so they're coming home. And they got well, it kind of is a bye because it's Cleveland. It's a Cleveland home game. So I'm saying win. What do you think?
Yeah, I am also saying win here. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's iffy in Cleveland, but not in Pittsburgh. We always in Pittsburgh. Then the bye is week 9, and then week 10 at Cincinnati, and it's a Sunday night game.
Joe Burrow will be on IR.
Oh yeah, he will definitely. He'll be at least a month and a half injured by this point. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And he's like Jeff Blake or something is like their backup or whatever. So,
right.
I am gonna go a loss here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's kind of their. I remember a Thursday night game last year, and that was insanity. I think that was like we scored 33 and they scored 34 or something like that. That was, that was crazy. Week 11 at Philadelphia. That's a guaranteed loss. Bet the house, bet everything you got. The Steelers never win in Philadelphia, and they never will. And you know why? There's a reason why. Philadelphia is actually hell. It's not like hell. It's hell. There's actually like all the demons from hell actually come through Philadelphia. It's a fact. I don't know where exactly in Philadelphia, probably near the stadium, but that's where actual hell is. Yeah.
Liberty Bell, that's where they come from.
That's why the Liberty Bell got cracked. Some demon hit it or something like that. Yeah. So this is a loss, right?
I'm gonna turn on a light. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Philadelphia. And I'm not salty because the Phillies just swept the Pirates and the Flyers just beat the Penguins and they stole our wide receiver at the draft. Now, I'm not salty about any of that stuff. We have had a horrible losing streak against everything Philadelphia in the past few months. But no, this is a guaranteed loss.
Yeah, no doubt.
Week 12. Now, this is the weird thing. Is Black Friday game at home against Denver. Black Friday, 3 p.m. The day after Thanksgiving on 3 p.m. And they only got a 5 days rest, which is, not as bad as a Thursday game, but still, I like the Steelers' chances here. I know Denver's good, but I think that's just such a weird thing to have a Friday afternoon game that I think that benefits is at home. I think it benefits the Steelers.
Yeah, that does benefit the Steelers. I just think that, the Broncos defense, gosh, they are just really tough, right? So my take is that it's going to be a loss.
Okay. Week 13.
Oh God.
Home to
Loss.
Houston.
Loss.
Yeah. I think they're going to get revenge. I think they're going to win. I think we need revenge for January. Although some people would thank them for getting rid of Tomlin, but anyway, do you think this is a loss?
Be in the booth for this one, right? So I mean,
it is a Sunday
or not
night
in the booth.
game.
He's not a booth guy. I just mean he'll be.
No, you're right, because every game,
the
Sunday night football people are going to that location. So yeah, and there was actually talk of, well, I hope people don't boo Tomlin when he comes back. If you boo Tomlin,
come on.
Just jump in the river, man. Come on.
There's a special place in hell for people who boo.
Listen,
the guy.
He's gone. I get it. I didn't want him around anymore, but he's gone. He's not going to hurt you anymore. How about thank you for getting us to 2 Super Bowls and having a winning record for 8 million years. It wasn't all bad. My goodness. So yeah, we better you people better behave. You behave, Steelers fans. So okay, so that you think so you think that's a loss. Oh boy. You don't have a whole lot of wins in this thing.
No, I don't.
Week 14, Monday night at Jacksonville. Oh, this could be tough. I'm saying win, but I don't know. I mean, Jacksonville was really good last year, so I don't know.
They were really good, yeah. Surprisingly,
I don't know. I mean,
don't we always lose to the Jaguars? Like
listen,
always.
Sort of. Sometimes we eke out a win, but tell me if I'm wrong. Jacksonville is the Philadelphia of Florida. It sucks. Yeah. It sucks. It's barely in Florida, and there's nothing good going on in Jacksonville. It just sucks. Am I right?
They have a really good beach.
They do have a good beach. Yeah, because nobody's there because it sucks. Not to be critical. So what do you think? Win or loss?
I'm thinking loss, but I'm just gonna say win because I want them to win more than 3 games.
At some point, you have them winning 5 games. I mean, at some point they have to win something.
Right. Okay.
Week 15. Now this is the first time they play Baltimore, and this is at home.
It's late.
It
Super
is.
Late.
That is like.
So they play them twice in the last again.
They play them now, and they play them December 20th, and they play them again January 10th. So basically, in 3 weeks, they got to.
Right. The same thing happened last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think of the?
In Baltimore.
This is in Pittsburgh. This one.
Oh, okay.
Win. Yeah, I think. I mean, they always split it, so yeah, they'll win in Pittsburgh and then lose in Baltimore. That makes sense. Week 16, Carolina at home. Carolina always sucks. Why is this game to be announced? What are we? Oh no, we have to flex this to Sunday night or something like that. Like what are we talking about? It's Carolina.
Bryce Young will be miraculously good.
The best thing for the Steelers is if Bryce Young is playing because that dude sucks.
Right, yeah, right, exactly.
What do you think about this one?
Win.
Week 17 at Tennessee. That's they have residual crap from Vrabel coaching him before that.
Right, there you go. Yeah. Yep.
So I'm thinking win. What do you think? think win, and then finally at Baltimore, TBA. Now this makes sense because this could be for this could have high stakes or something like that. So that makes sense that we don't know what time it is. But in Baltimore, what do you think?
Loss.
This is a loss.
Yeah.
I mean, how many? What are the odds kicker's going to miss a kick again and,
Right, yeah.
and get his coach fired or something like that?
Right.
So 1, 2, 3. You have them going 9-8, actually.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, they picked it up in the last 5 games of the season.
Yeah. I mean, I have them going 16-1, so that's it's realistic.
Do you really?
My only loss is Philadelphia. I am very optimistic. So,
you Leanne. I had to call you. Leanne.
We do this every year, and every year it's the same thing. And like sometimes, I remember one year, we posted them, and people just wanted to attack us.
Right, yeah.
None of this counts. We're just goofing around. So.
Found out who our quarterback was 3 days ago.
Right. I'm just optimistic because I think the offense is going to be better, and I think the defense is going to be better too. Just because I think one of the problems with Tomlin is his defense was too predictable. It was just the same thing over and over again, and maybe they'll change it up. So I think maybe the defense will be better too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the Raiders defensive coordinator doesn't really strike confidence in me, but maybe
he was okay as a coach of the Raiders, and the Raiders suck. So if he could make something out of crap, imagine what he could do with good ingredients.
Right. That's good. That's a good
point.
So
maybe that's how that'll go. I don't know.
Right. I can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
You got me convinced. I was on the fence there. Now, okay. You twisted my arm.
So, yeah. So then, okay. So OTAs are now, and then they'll do mini camp, and then basically after that, it'll be nothing for 2 months.
Right.
Right. So enjoy our stat battle between Drew Aller and Will Howard. We could pour over mini camp stats because that's all we're gonna get. Then we're finally gonna get to the off season of the NFL. The off season of the NFL is June, and then and then training camp happens. But then we're just in the dead period. So enjoy these little pieces of information that we have.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Hey, thanks for coming on.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. I'll see you.